Alright, this daily chart of AAPL. AAPL is a stock I've been talking about, how it's important to watch. Today, what I want to explain in this video is not only about Apple and showing how quickly bullish stocks can turn to bearish setups, and the importance of keeping an open mind. And let's talk about Apple because this is a big part of this video. And everything else I'm going to say is very important. But I've talked about the importance of Apple, breaking 102, 102 and a half on some volume, and we have been having a hard time doing that. Now, that doesn't mean that cannot happen, but it also doesn't mean that this can't go lower either. Just that as the market's been rolling over, if we take a look at the SPY, we can see that the spiders have dropped a lot. If we go back to Apple, it hasn't participated. So why this is important in my new checks and balance system that I've developed is that in September there were warning signs in the beginning of September, and then more so September the 22nd, and that's why and a lot of my ideas of the upside had a hard time confirming, because when you don't have the market, in a decisive manner to want to go somewhere, neither will the stocks that are supposed to go up higher. I mean, even Apple's last trade had a hard time going higher, despite the other false information. The stock theoretically, should be able to go a lot higher. However, in a negative market environment, even the best setups can't, they can't perform unless they can confirm, right? And even if they confirm, they have to hold certain ways. They have to trade a certain way. Recently I had a stock called PANW. That was bullish, but I had to take profit. I had to get out of it as it didn't act correctly, and as you can see, we went lower. And so even strong confirming stocks, but the problem is that what I'm going to get at is a lot of stocks in September, from the August to September, were giving signals even before the market. So that's why I'm working. What I'm going to explain is my new system here. So let's go back to AAPL. So again, one of the key levels for Apple to hold is 199. That area should hold, or else I believe that it's possible that they would come and try to test 96 to 94. But what if Apple was to go and test 96 and 94, that means the overall market will definitely roll over even harder, and therefore short setups would work out very well. So again, we're not going to know this because the market's at an inflection point again, and Apple's important to watch. Apple goes down, so will everything else. A lot of stuff's going to go down, especially stocks that are set up to go down, right? Again, that's in your favor. Okay, so now that I've explained that, let's show you how quickly QIHU. Again, I will be identifying stuff as it happens. I wasn't focusing on this, but as you can see, right on August the 25th, this stock had a strong directional move from 93 to 30. I mean, this is a huge option trade, and it worked very smoothly. I mean, this was awesome. This is actually what I like. This stuff, this directional, but nothing to the upside. In August, in early September, could perform like this, and that's why I'm working on checking for setups, for bullish, bearish setups, and which ones are coming through. I mean, this had everything. This had the volume when it cracked through. This was the perfect where I would look to short the stock in a strong manner based on a lot of things that I look at. Another great one to show here is CAT. Caterpillar gave a strong signal to go short, especially on this day over here and in the 105 area. And as you can see, we had a pretty strong directional move as well. This happened more in September. So again, between just alone, and this was something I would want to catch, would be Caterpillar, definitely, and the QIHU. Huge winners, much better than the long term, than the upside. And they were confirming strongly, even though the market, of course, was giving. Let's see here. So Caterpillar is negative on the 9th, and if let's go to the SPY, it wasn't clear in the market. See, the market, it wasn't really clear until more so, the 22nd to here. This is where it was really bad. And again, there's a lot of stocks that the scans would have shown this. So I'm doing a bullish bearish check now. Let's take a look at PXD. This, even though this one worked out well, it's not the type of a setup that I would like to go in. But they've given signals. There were negative signals here. It wasn't an easy trade, but it didn't really go very negative against the person either, right? I mean, if one was initiating a short, this would have paid off. It was just not this kind of smooth stuff that I want. But definitely there was a lot of strong directional moves. Not PXD not being a great example. Really, it is the stocks like QIHU, for example. There are other ones. Let me put it to you this way. I believe, had I been checking the bullish bearish setups, the bearish outweighed the bullish by a larger margin. So that means that the market was, even though the market never really gave the negative signals, the scanning criteria of my visionary lines of what is bullish and what is bearish, and then me identifying the patterns, gave this is what's powerful here, people. Gave the signals, but I wasn't doing this. I am going to be doing this now, because look at this directional move. I mean, the point of my video here is bullish setups can turn to bearish setups, but you have to know what to look for, and they can do that very quickly. This was a perfect one. Apple is not as simple as a QIHU, but nonetheless, of what I'm looking at, this stock should not want to roll below 99, and in doing so, again, and you need to wait for, if you really want to initiate a positive position. What's in your favor is when the market goes down a lot, and if it can start to pop, and especially this can pop with volume, that is a really good sign, because you have a market that's sold off a lot. But if this can't confirm when it should be able to confirm, or it breaks below a point, and other stocks that have bullish setups can't break out higher, and bearish setup ones want to go lower, then that means the market doesn't want to stop going low. It's going to want to go lower, and it'll be all tricks. And the key of what I'm working at is that the stocks that can confirm on a bullish to bearish ratio, which you can't do with an indicator. This is of identifying patterns. This is what I'm working on. The short side outweighed the bearish side a huge number. So there you have it. Apple's important to watch, and I'm going to be sending some special. I'm going to be spending some bullish and bearish ideas to my special followers, as that's something I'm going to be working on. Of course, when the bullish setups outweigh the bearish setups, we can focus on. You want to focus on which outweighs what. So if bearish outweighs bullish, we look for bearish setups. And then we'll also look for market confirmation. But by the time the market really confirmed, it took September the 22nd, when really there were warning signs in early September, based on my visionary scans, how I scan and identify the strong directional move trades. That's what's unique here. Thanks for listening. Like the video.